Well, hello everyone. I-8386SX. We have the LTE 286 on the bench once again, and another angry armada in the background. Couple disclosures before we get into anything with this. The first one being this disk drive all of a sudden only wants to read, well, 2 disks. Literally just 2 disks out of like the 10 that are on my bench here. I don't know why all of a sudden that started doing that. It doesn't sound too swell, but it is what it is. And secondly, the other half of this, I got it to work once. But the other half of this, the contraption that's going to be demonstrated in this video was not built by best practice by any means, way, shape, or form. If you try this at home, you do so at your own risk. I'm going to try and have these professionally duplicated, but I can't make any promises. It's a lot of small wires in a very close proximity. There's a third disclaimer. If you may not know this, if you're trying to do a continuity test on your newly soldered pins, shocker, or yeah, not shocker. What's it? Spoiler alert. Yes, you'll notice I don't have a. There'll be 3 pins on a hard drive that act like that they're going to be bridged together. And I'll use this one as an example. So the 3 pins directly to the left of the empty space will appear that they're abridged. So I went through all sorts of gymnastics to try and see what was wrong, only to find out that those pins are supposed to be like that. So if you run into that and you're making this concoction of an adapter, just a full disclosure thing. So regardless, we have our full disclosure. So let's reveal what's inside. We have a CF card attached. Trust me, it gets way worse. The more you look at it, the worse it gets. And I'm going to try to flip this over real careful, because this is a very fragile unit as it is. This is what we're going to be doing. We are going to try and put a CF card in an LTE 286. And let's make sure those pins are still connected. Let's see if I have a picture of it on my phone. But while I have this up, I want to put the base somewhat back on here, because I think that might be causing some of our trouble. I don't know. I'm not certain. Okay, so we're going to put you back the best we can, at least loosely put it back. And back to my issue with the floppy drive, I think it may just need to be cleaned, hopefully. There was a lot of damage from the caps, and it looks like somebody's kid got to it at one point or another. And thirdly, those do not look like those are in very far, so I'm going to see if we can push those in all the way. Well, maybe that's okay. Okay, that's okay. Okay, yeah, we're good from that standpoint. So, I don't know where this video is going to exactly entail just yet. Much like most of my life, these videos are largely unscripted and whatnot. And this metal piece don't want to go back in there because you want to be terrible bratty and all that fun stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. And if we lucky, we're gonna get something to boot here. So give me one moment while I format floppy. I'm gonna try this one first. This is a base. This is Compaq DOS 4.01. I tried to use 3.31, but no matter what I did or how I did it, the thing would come up bad or missing interpreter, something like that. And that's why we're going to be using the curious version of 4.01. And this diskette drive really has a bad time with disks with labels on them. cool, I guess. Oh, wait. That's got stuff on it. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm afraid to put anything else on this disc because this is such a fragile bugger. We have what we're going to call Corgi Cam out tonight to try and do what we try to do the best we can here. I want to record both the floppy light going off, if at all possible, and see the display and the screen at the same time. I don't know how well it's going to work. You're going to see a lot of the mess. But since I got this to finally boot and do something, I want to see if I can... How would I want to do this? I want to get some extra... I want to get additional files. I need to get fdisk, sys.com, and format.com on this computer real quick here. So let me do that real quick. While we're doing that, there's another piece of the pie here, which if you're working anything with these 286s or these SLTs at all, you know that you're going to need that darn diagnostic disc. I finally got one to boot, and I really don't want to... I really don't want to do this, but we don't have any other recourse. If you really want to be confused, that disc has a label on it, and up till now it read just fine. Alright, so we need a few files off this disk. We need to... So if you have... First thing is first, you want to go into the setup, and you want to select the drive. I'm not going to spend too much time in here because I kind of know what we already have. For this demonstration, I am going to... well, I'll show you when we get that far. That disk drive just doesn't sound right, does it? But it's going. So let's press enter. For my demonstration, I'm going to keep it on type 6. But if you want to change what size drive is in here, as long as the number you have is bigger or the same as what you have in there, you're good. You're working in this industry at any point, you probably already knew that, but yeah, so yes, this I have a 64 megabyte SanDisk CF card in here, and I have this set as a 32. Now, if you want to see what other disk options there are, you just press F1. You can go as small as 10 megs. You can go 21. You don't want to do 73, 71 for this, of course, and then you just use the function, and that'll show other disks that you could potentially use. We got 42.6, 42.9. You can do 300 according to this, but I did try to put in a SanDisk 128 in this morning, and it just puked all over the place. So, yeah, I don't know what these machines are actually capable of in terms of what drives they actually can take. I am going to... let's see, we got 42.6 again, 60.7, 63.8. And I'm not sure if this is marketing size or actual size. So we're going to play it by ear. We're going to go size 22. And then 0 for fixed disk 2. We'll cancel F3 to save changes. We'll see if it complains about this. Now, a fun little fact about these machines. The Compaq DOS 3.31 is kind of an oddball. Let's see what happens here. And it's not doing a damn thing here. We might have to go back and select another disk. Or we'll just insert this disk and try again. But yes, DOS 3.31 Well, back in that day, first of all, you couldn't buy it retail. At least that's what I was told. You had to go buy it from the OEM computer manufacturer, and there was really no 3.31 outside of the Compaq world. I was trying to do something, but there's something unique about 3.31 that didn't exist in 3.3. Is that 3.31 is at least the Compaq version. I can't speak for the others, but the Compaq version had the ability to use hard drives that are larger than 32 megs in size. Because it could do the FAT16 partitions, where 3.3 and earlier were stuck with FAT12, and your 32 meg volumes were your absolute limit. Yeah, and that's a part of the DOS history that I don't know, so I'm not 100% sure if that is correct, but let's see if this thing will take an F disk. Let's make sure there's nothing on it. Oh, there is. Well, that's crazy. Let's get rid of that partition. Let's kill it. I don't know how in the wide world it thinks it's a 78 meg partition on a 64 meg volume, but I digress. And if I can find my phone in a reasonable amount of time, I can show you a little bit more what that finished product of that cable looked like. Okay, is it angry about something? Okay, warning, share should be loaded for large media. Yeah, that's not large media, but cool. Alright, so let's do a format. C:/S. And watch this SanDisk as I press enter. We want to do the format. We do. We're going to press enter. And we got a red light. This thing's reading data. That is further than what we got with the Connor drive. If you recall, or in case you haven't watched that video, we tried this drive in a modern system with a very similar looking caddy. Yeah, I couldn't get it to read really anything. But I tried to do the F-disk and format in that. With this drive in this machine. I could F-disk over and over until the cows came home, but it just wouldn't F-disk. It wouldn't format. No matter what I did. It's like, okay, we fear the worst. The hard drive controller's dead and we got a paperweight on our hands. But now we have a formatted drive. Let's see what... We got a command.com. DOS 3.3.1 would do the same thing, but that's when it would say bad interpreter or something along those lines. Don't need that anymore, I hope. I may have to do one more thing with this disk. Hold on there. We'll try to reboot from this, and hopefully it'll give us one more opportunity here. Oh, here we go. This is the finished product of that cable. Very prototype, very rough. Okay, so let's do an fdisk/MBR. I have to do this on the SLTs as well. So this is kind of expected. Okay. I don't know if it's just something with those earlier versions of DOS, or there's something with the 286 Compaqs that make things a little bit more difficult, but this is the life we have right now. You bugger. You are an absolute bugger. Okay, you were a bugger. So let's go back to the drawing board here. I'm going to try another disc. We'll see how it goes with another CF card. Maybe there's something wrong with this one, or maybe I didn't format it right. I don't know, but we'll try again. But I did not get that blinking cursor thing before. All right, we moved on to a Cisco card, and notice we didn't get an error message this time about large media. Fingers crossed this works. No partitions defined. So this was, I believe, completely blank before I put it in. System will restart. And my Windows 11 system is technically seeing that other card as 3 drives. That's crazy. You're gonna die on me now? Really? Really? Stubborn little mule, are we? You bugger! It worked so well for a while, and now all of a sudden... Let's see if we can trick this with a known disk that I've had good luck with. The other known disk that I had good luck with. We're going to try the DOS 331 disk and see if we can format this drive. Now watch this one now work. Oh, now you're just being mean. Maybe it just doesn't like these Cisco cards. I had some really radically unusual behavior with Cisco cards in this, so maybe it just doesn't like Cisco cards. Well, we're gonna try one last ditch effort here. We now have a different 64 meg card in here, so let's do take 2. Hopefully my disk drive has not given up on me yet. I have a feeling it did. Come on. It's reading it slowly. Ah, it stopped there. Why are you stopping there? I have a feeling this disk drive is just about done for. It does have this bad sinking feeling. That is bizarre. That is really bizarre. Well, let's I know it's not quite a what we were hoping for here, but I'm going to cut this short because I could be here all night trying to play games with this diskette drive that I frankly have better things to do. So I did get this card to work at one point. So we're going to see how much of a liar this makes me into. But, oh, hold on here. I actually got to change the disk mode. So we might have more fun. We might have another round of fun here. Odd that it likes this disk, but nothing else will read in it. Don't get it. I do not understand it. And the weird part is I can't even get a factory DOS 6.22 disk to read in this thing. Alright, so I actually got to change this disk drive, or disk type to number 6, because that's what I had originally done. And let's escape that. And I don't know that changed. Let's see. We are going to do... Okay, it did change. Good. 6, 0. And we'll save our changes. We should not need the disk anymore. There it is, folks. I know it's not quite the way I wanted to show you this, but this is living proof that this machine is booting from a CF to IDE adapter. That is the magic C prompt right there. We're reading. Fantastic. So let's try. Ooh, do I dare try to make a directory? Do I dare push my luck? Uh-oh. That's interesting. Maybe the hard drive controller is going out on this thing after all. Because that's what the Connor was doing too. Interesting. Let's see if it roached our drive. No, it did not roach the drive. There's our directory. That is all of a sudden gone. I can't change directories. That's odd. Can we copy? I want to try something here. I'm going to be foolish and try things here. Let's do a C. Let's do a copy a/readme.cpq. That's no issues there. I cannot change directories though. It's weird. Yeah, that may be just something I just don't know. So yes, that is absolutely functional at this point. I'm going to call it good here. Just, I don't want to get greedy with this. Absolutely, I did get what I wanted out of this video. It absolutely can use one of these. Although I haven't quite figured out the whole science behind it yet. I haven't figured out the science behind Compaq DOS 331. And, let's see here. If I can find one here in the next minute or two. I can show you some of my other future plans with this machine. Hopefully less soldering, or if it is soldering, it'll be easier soldering. And, of course, I cannot find it now because I'm trying to... Oh, wait. Right under my nose. Duh. Well, they don't call me Springfield Smart for nothing here. But, this is also the only adapter I could get to work with the Compaq SLT. So, I'm tempted to see, maybe not in this system, but test this out. This is supposed to be a 44-pin adapter as well. And, yeah, that's okay, I think that's right. Let's pin 1. Yep, okay, that's right. So, oh, this is an extension, even better. So yes, I have the perfect computer to test this in. If this doesn't need external power, I may try this as well. So this might be another sequel to this, but since we know that this thing can absolutely boot from these things without killing your hard disk controller, yeah, I accomplished what I wanted out of this video. And for those that are visually impaired, I will zoom nice and close to the best of my abilities. And that is on the C drive. So, again, I'm not going to claim to be an expert here, but as always, you can drop your comments in the comments section. If you have questions, please ask them in the comments section. My email's in my About Me page if you want to reach out that way. Keep a close eye on my website, i803866x.com. Brand new, by the way. Or my eBay store. If you see some of these pop up and it says LTE 286, you know I've figured out the secret sauce. But still learning a lot of stuff here, and I would welcome your feedback, especially with navigating Compaq DOS 4.01, or somebody tries 331, see if they get slightly better results. So, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope this helps somebody restore their LTE 286, because I highly doubt that you're going to find one of these working. So, again, thank you for watching. Have a good one.